I wanted to talk about this because this just came out and it's completely within my wheelhouse. This is the new trailer for the new Running Man. Now, there's going to be, man, this is going to be like really weird because if most people know this channel that I do a lot of older video games, especially like PC. I talk about like a lot of older movies. I like really care about that stuff. I care about like old sci-fi, old fantasy, old, old this, old this, old this. Well, I didn't see this coming. I didn't know that they were going to bring out a new Running Man. And that's crazy because Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the other one. And that cast was stacked for its time, quite frankly. But this cast is also stacked. They've got a lot of big name dudes. They've got a lot of people that people like. They've got good writers. They've got good directors. They've got a clearly fucking massive budget. And quite frankly, based on a novel by Stephen King. Yeah, but that's not saying much, right? But it's going to be more... You know what I find funny? The movie is less dystopian than the original. You would think that this movie would be more dystopian than the original, but I think society has changed so much that actually this movie is just in our timeline, right? Like the movie doesn't feel out of place if you just said, well, this is 2025. Like, I think it's actually, I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing, because I feel like when you watch the old one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's clearly so dystopian and so like wild that you could put yourself out of it. But with this one, it's like, oh, that's just a Tuesday in America now. And it's like, I don't know if we've become more dystopian or if the movie just said, fuck having the arena type setup that the original one had, which I love. I actually love the arena setup. I don't know why they really didn't do it with this. Like, it's not as much of a game show as it is he's doing stuff in real life. But also, some of the other stuff is they up the stakes. If you see that right there, that's his wife and daughter. So the daughter actually needs medical attention in this, okay? He is playing the game to get a prize money to help his daughter. They've upped the stakes. Whereas Arnold Schwarzenegger was just this guy who was kind of like playing for himself. Now they're playing for, I mean, this guy's playing for his daughter. You know what I'm saying? I think that there will be some issues. If you enjoyed the first one, I think there will be some issues with this that I can already see. It's not going to feel the same, and it's not going to play out the same. But, I mean, the cast is absolutely stacked with people that I like. I will just say that, obviously, this one's more progressive. This one has a different storyline. If that's something that bothers you, then it's going to bother you throughout the whole film. Now, as far as everything else goes, I think this is going to be a good movie. Like, I think personally, seeing what I see, seeing the actors, knowing at what caliber they can act at, knowing that the writers that they have, knowing that they have the director that they have, knowing the budget that they have, I think this will be a good movie to watch. I don't think that it's going to be one of these remakes that I have to come back and go, damn, this sucked, guys. Um, because I think people are excited about it. I don't think this is one of those remakes that anyone minds being remade, right? So I've talked a lot about the Highlander remake, and I think this is going to be the same thing. People are just happy to see it again. I don't think this is going to be a situation where the studio takes something and they make it so terrible that people say, hey, why couldn't you have just left it the fuck alone? I don't think it's going to be like that at all. I think it's going to be 100%. It's going to be people see it, people like it, and it definitely, if you put the two side by side, I'm just going to say this, they feel like separate movies. It's not like this was remade from the last one. It really does feel like its own separate movie. They don't really conflict. They don't really have a lot of issues with each other. It's not going to be like that. I think, honestly, this is going to be one of those where if you've seen any of these, you know, I'm trying to think of them off the top of my head. If you like Smokin' Aces, okay, you'll like this. If you liked any of those assassin movies where they're like, oh, there's a bunch of assassins and they're going after a guy, you'll like this. And it'll be something worth watching. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is like 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, and I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think our scales are broken. If I say something is a 6 or 7 out of 10, I'm saying the vast majority of people loved it, and I think that will be the case in here. They got a really good guy to play the main character, somebody that people don't hate or love, super hard either way. And I mean, just the supporting cast alone is fantastic. They got the guy from The Walking Dead that I really like from The Walking Dead. They got, they did get this little weird fucker. I can't remember his name, but he was in that Juno movie. You've seen a few of them. He's been pretty controversial, but it seems like he's taken a kind of a support role in this. But either way, I think, this movie is kind of coming out of left field. Like, I had no idea this was coming out. I had no idea they were remaking it, and it's here. It's actually like kind of like a little nice little surprise. You should wake up one day and you find out that this came out. Or not came out, but is coming out. But let me know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think. I want to know if you are a hardcore fan of the first one and you are somebody who likes 1980s movies, 1980s fantasy, 1980s sci-fi, all the way up until the 2000s era. In that kind of capsulation, you watch a lot of those movies, you love a lot of those movies. I really want to know what you guys think. Because that determines whether this movie does good or not. They really need the older audiences to go see this, and they really need, because I don't think that a lot of the younger audiences are going to be attracted by this movie. This movie completely depends on you guys going to see it for it to do good, which could determine whether it does good in theaters. But either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I respond to every single comment. I'm ready to hear what goes on with this. I will see you in the next one.